Stop whatever you're doing, because what just exploded across the internet has the entire love and hip-hop universe flipping tables, snatching wigs, and questioning every reality TV confession they ever believed. Have you ever seen a scandal so wild, so messy, so chaotically cooked to perfection that it makes an episode of Maury look like a church sermon? Well, buckle up, because Bambi is in tears, Lil Scrappy is in cuffs, and Stevie J's family just dropped bombshell receipts that might burn the whole empire to the ground. What started as a quiet night in Atlanta has turned into a scandal that makes surviving R. Kelly look like a high school drama. Scrappy, the so-called Prince of the South, just got snatched up in a late-night arrest that no one, especially Bambi, saw coming. And while the internet was still catching its breath, Stevie J's crew waltzed in like it was tea time with files, footage, and allegations that could end careers. Was it a setup? A betrayal years in the making? Or just another day in the messy mansion of VH1? Don't even think about blinking, because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about loyalty, love, and hip-hop. You thought reality TV had done it all until now. The streets of Atlanta didn't just catch fire. They exploded in scandal when Lil Scrappy, the so-called Prince of the South, was thrown into handcuffs in front of flashing cameras, screaming fans, and stunned witnesses who could hardly believe what they were seeing. This wasn't just another mugshot moment. This was the unraveling of an entire empire, and at the center of the wreckage stood Bambi, blindsided, broken, and betrayed. One minute she was scrolling her phone at home. The next, she was on the kitchen floor, sobbing uncontrollably after finding out from the internet that her husband had been arrested. No warning, no call, just sirens, headlines, and chaos. And if that wasn't brutal enough, here comes Stevie J's family with all the subtlety of a wrecking ball, posting cryptic messages like "Be careful who you trust" and "We got receipts," as if they'd been waiting in the shadows, licking their lips, just counting the seconds until Scrappy slipped. Within hours, alleged screenshots, shady texts, grainy audio files, and blurred documents started surfacing online, painting a picture of betrayal so complex it made fans question whether they were watching a TV show or witnessing the collapse of someone's real life. Scrappy wasn't just caught up, he looked finished. Paparazzi footage showed him being led out of an upscale Atlanta nightclub, hoodie half off, chain twisted, looking like he'd just lost a fight with the truth. And while the world watched and dissected every second of that grainy clip, Bambi had already collapsed. A friend close to her said she was inconsolable, whispering over and over, "Not like this. Not now." Like saying it might change. What was already spreading like wildfire across blogs, tweets, and TikTok lives. But as if that wasn't messy enough, Stevie J's family took the scandal to a whole new level by dropping receipts that didn't just expose Scrappy's alleged dirt, they threatened to burn down everything in the process. This wasn't your average social media shade. These receipts came with timestamps, audio clips, and what fans claimed were deleted messages exposing backdoor deals, betrayal among friends, and ties to people Scrappy had no business dealing with. The internet couldn't keep up. Twitter threads exploded. YouTube channels raced to drop exposés. And TikTok sleuths launched full investigations as fans divided into camps. Was Scrappy set up, or did he finally get caught? Meanwhile, Bambi disappeared from the public eye, surfacing only in a few blurry paparazzi shots. Face hidden behind giant sunglasses, mouth shut. And energy drained like someone who'd just watched their entire life implode on a 6-inch screen. Reporters screamed questions, but she said nothing. Her silence screamed louder than any answer she could have given. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, someone leaked an audio file allegedly capturing Scrappy arguing with someone close to Stevie J's crew. The voices weren't confirmed, but fans were convinced it was him. The argument A heated, curse-filled explosion over money, trust, and betrayal. The kind of argument that doesn't happen overnight. Brews, it festers, and then it bursts. The timing of that leak, suspiciously perfect. Just hours after his arrest, fans didn't miss a beat. This was calculated, one viral TikTok said. They waited for him to get arrested so they could drop the bomb. That's not messy. That's warfare. And the receipts didn't stop there. Alleged text messages surfaced from Bambi too. A friend saying she didn't even recognize the man she married anymore, as she didn't know who to trust. Hey? And that she felt like her whole world had been manipulated into something she never agreed to. The posts were unverified, but they spread like wildfire. Fans flooded her Instagram with support, others with accusations, and all of them with questions. Was she really in the dark this whole time? Or was she playing the game just like everyone? Else Bambi responded only once on Instagram story with a black background and white text that read, "Some people love to watch you fall, but the truth always comes out. No tags, no names. Just vibes." Meanwhile, VH1 producers were reportedly in full panic mode. Emergency meetings were called. Insider sources whispered that this scandal was too real, too raw, and too dangerous to air, and the legal risks off the charts. Word spread that entire episodes might be scrapped, re-edited, or delayed indefinitely while the network tried to figure out whether they'd captured reality gold or a PR catastrophe. But nothing was confirmed, and that only made the suspense worse. Because behind the scenes, even more leaks were allegedly on the way. Just when the internet thought it had seen the worst of it, another leak hit the scene and pushed the scandal straight into uncharted territory. A mysterious video file began circulating in private fan groups, Reddit threads, and shady Discord servers titled simply, "The Truth About Scrappy." No one knew where it came from, but everyone knew what it meant. There was more dirt. And this time, it was personal. Within hours, the clip was everywhere. Jumping from Instagram Reels to TikTok edits to late-night YouTube reaction videos dissecting every second. The audio was rough, the visuals shaky, but the voices were unmistakable. Fans were convinced it was Scrappy arguing with someone allegedly tied to Stevie J's inner circle. The conversation was loud, messy, and laced with rage. Accusations were flying about money, betrayal, broken loyalty, and secrets that had apparently been building up for years. This wasn't just a casual disagreement. It sounded like the moment everything snapped, like two men who had spent years pretending things were cool, finally letting the truth pour out. And the fact that this dropped just after Scrappy's arrest, fans weren't buying the coincidence. People called it a setup, a trap, and a carefully timed execution meant to ruin Scrappy at the exact moment he was most vulnerable. While that audio set the internet ablaze, Bambi stayed quiet, but the silence was starting to speak volumes. She was photographed entering her lawyer's office twice in 2 days. Head down, face covered, dressed in all black like someone heading into battle. Speculation hit a boiling point. Was she filing for divorce, suing Stevie J's family, or both? Was this the end of Bambi and Scrappy, or just the beginning of a much bigger war? Insiders whispered that Bambi had retained a powerhouse attorney, known for handling defamation, invasion of privacy, and contractual disputes in the entertainment industry. That alone sent shockwaves through the love and hip-hop world. If legal action was coming, no one was safe. And in the middle of all this chaos, Stevie J himself remained completely unbothered, if not downright smug. Posting selfies at lavish dinners, giving slick interviews where he dropped lines like, "At the end of the day, we're all family," as if he hadn't just lit a match and walked away from the fire. Fans weren't buying it. Comments poured in, calling him manipulative, calculating, and the ultimate reality TV villain. And right when it seemed like it couldn't get any messier, another twist dropped. A 15-second clip surfaced on an unverified burner account showing what appeared to be Bambi in a heated confrontation with a man in a luxury hotel hallway. The clip was grainy and the audio wasn't crystal clear. But fans were convinced it was her yelling something like, "You're not going to destroy me. I'll take everything public if you don't back off." That line alone sent the internet into overdrive. Was she talking to Stevie J? To a producer? To someone we hadn't even met yet? The theories exploded across social media. Some said this was the smoking gun that proved Bambi had been pushed too far. Others claimed it showed she had secrets of her own. Her legal team quickly released a public statement denying the authenticity of the footage and warning outlets not to share it, citing potential lawsuits for publishing unauthorized manipulated material. But by then, it was too late. The video had already gone viral, picked apart frame by frame, and cemented its place in the mess. And while the legal threats loomed, another piece of the puzzle dropped, this time from Scrappy himself. After days of silence, he posted a cryptic message on Instagram that read, "I said what I said. Real ones know I'm good. No explanation, no follow-up, just that." Fans were divided. Was he admitting guilt? Was he brushing it off? Was he about to retaliate with his own set of receipts? Nobody knew, and that uncertainty only made things worse. Meanwhile, Stevie J's cousin, who goes by OG Mello, decided it was his time to shine. In a chaotic Instagram live, he claimed the world hadn't even seen the worst of it yet. "Y'all keep playing. I'll end careers out here," he said, grinning like a man who knew exactly what kind of chaos he was dangling in front of the world. And just like that, the rumor mill hit maximum speed. Did OG Mello really have more evidence? Was there a second audio? A full video? Was this entire thing part of a reality TV strategy gone wrong? Or a revenge plot that spiraled out of control? As producers scrambled behind the scenes, Bambi and Scrappy's every move was tracked by paparazzi. One photo showed her moving luggage out of their shared home. Another showed him in a music studio with headphones on, ignoring questions as if the world outside didn't exist. But the silence from both of them only added fuel to the fire. No one was saying anything, yet the story kept writing itself. More twisted, more layered, more dangerous with each passing day. And just when it seemed like the scandal had finally reached its peak, the situation took another jaw-dropping turn that sent shockwaves through the entire entertainment industry. An anonymous email was sent to multiple gossip blogs promising access to what it described as a final unreleased video clip that would shatter whatever image was left of Lil Scrappy, shake Bambi's narrative to the core, and expose Stevie J's family for their alleged behind-the-scenes manipulation. The subject line was simple but chilling, the final nail in the coffin. No details, no names, just a quiet threat that something even bigger was coming. Within minutes, social media platforms turned into a frenzy of speculation. Breakdowns, countdowns, and desperate refreshes. Everyone was trying to figure out what the clip would show. Some claimed it captured Scrappy staging parts of his arrest with VH1 producers to create buzz. Others insisted it exposed a hidden hotel meeting between Bambi and someone tied to Stevie J's circle. A few even suggested it contained proof that Scrappy had been blackmailed with years-old industry secrets. The internet didn't care what the truth was, they just needed something. But then came the silence. The blogs stopped posting. Fan pages went quiet. Hours passed. A full day went by. Nothing. People started to question if the email was a hoax, or if someone powerful had stepped in to stop the release. That's when a new whisper hit the blogs. Someone claimed the video was real. Okay, but it was being held back because the legal blowback would be too devastating. No further details were offered, but it was enough to send the speculation spiraling again. At the same time, Bambi was spotted making 3 separate visits to her lawyer's office in the span of 2 days. Body language analysts pointed to her. Tense shoulders, stiff movements, and fast pace. She wasn't hiding from the drama, she was preparing for battle. Meanwhile, Scrappy stayed holed up in an Atlanta studio, refusing to speak to paparazzi, ignoring press calls, and only breaking his silence through cryptic posts that offered more confusion than clarity. In the background, the pressure on VH1 was mounting. Insiders said producers were scrambling to delay the upcoming season, pull promotional materials, and possibly edit entire storylines out. One anonymous producer even confessed to a gossip outlet that this was the messiest situation they had ever dealt with. This wasn't manufactured reality TV drama anymore. This was real life bleeding through the screen, and no one knew how to handle it. Celebrities started weighing in. Gandhi Smith posted a cryptic tweet that read, "When people show you who they are, believe them." Erica Mena left a single comment, "Karma," under a Bambi fan post that had thousands of likes within minutes. Fans took every word as gospel and every silence as confirmation. At this point, VH1 could no longer pretend to control the narrative. And that's when the final twist came. Late one night, a burner account posted a blurry 15-second clip allegedly showing Bambi in a confrontation inside a luxury hotel hallway. The audio was muffled, but a female voice believed to be Bambi's could be heard saying, "You're not going to destroy me. I'll take everything public if you don't back off." Whether it was real, edited, or staged, didn't matter. It spread like wildfire. Bambi's legal team immediately fired off a statement warning outlets not to share the footage, calling it fabricated and a violation of privacy. Scrappy said nothing. Stevie J posted a photo of himself smiling with the caption, "Let them talk. I'm eating," which only added gasoline to the already blazing fire. Meanwhile, major sponsors started quietly pulling away. A sneaker brand announced it would pause its partnership with Scrappy. An energy drink that had recently featured Bambi in ads scrubbed her image from its socials. Even a well-known online retailer removed Stevie J-related merch without explanation. This wasn't just drama anymore. This was a financial disaster for everyone involved. VH1, sensing the potential collapse, made a last-ditch move. They announced an emergency reunion special scheduled to air live in just 2 weeks. It would be called Love and Hip Hop: The Fallout. The teaser was pure chaos: Bambi walking down a hallway in slow motion, Scrappy sitting in a dark room with his head down, Stevie J smirking backstage. Robotic voice teased, "You've heard the rumors, now watch the truth." Fans lost it. Watch parties were scheduled. Predictions flooded in. Would Bambi show up? Would Scrappy confront Stevie J live? Would new footage drop in real time? No one knew. And that's exactly why everyone would be watching. Because after everything, after the arrests, the betrayals, the leaked audio, the missing video, the lawyer visits, the shade, the silence, the rumors, this saga still had more to give. Whether you were Team Bambi, Team Scrappy, or Team Stevie. One thing was now clear: nobody was innocent. And nothing would ever be the same again. If you've made it this far, then you already know this is more than just another Love and Hip Hop scandal. This is a full-blown reality TV war unfolding before our eyes. But the real question is, what do you believe? Is Bambi the victim of a carefully crafted takedown? Or is she hiding secrets that could flip the entire script? Has Scrappy been set up by enemies playing dirty behind the scenes? Or did his own choices finally catch up to him? And is Stevie J the mastermind pulling all the strings? Or just another player caught in the chaos? We want to hear your take. Drop your wildest theories, boldest predictions, and hottest opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Because trust, this drama is far from over, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.